Alright, legends. We are back with another video with your good old buddy Jay, and as you can see, I look a little bit different here. I made a new model for myself. Video on that soon. But today, we're talking about something a little bit different. Something that's a little bit more abstract. Because once in a while, I'm sure for everyone that spends a decent amount of time doing art, you kind of ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because drawing, painting, art, it's incredibly laborious to get good at it. Just like many other tasks, right? Just like playing an instrument or literally anything, really, playing video games, being a fucking surgeon. So what's really driving me to keep doing art? What's driving anyone else to keep doing? And what would make someone give all of that up and just quit? I think about stuff like this a lot because personally, I've had several moments of weakness where I seriously thought about just not doing this shit ever again. Well, maybe not ever again, but put no effort into it. Just do it sparingly whenever I felt like it. You know, treat it a bit more like a hobby. And I suppose all the projects I'm doing right now isn't particularly far off from me treating it like a hobby. But I'm consciously making an effort to up my workload and to increase the amount of work that I produce. So technically, currently, my direction is still kind of loosey-goosey, right? I'm not doing character design necessarily for a concept portfolio. I'm not doing character design for concept work. I'm not doing background painting for concept work. I'm not doing thumbnails for animation. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just drawing anime titties, really. But I think mentally, I'm in the best place I've ever been in a really long time. Now that I'm just drawing for the sake of drawing again. And I think a lot of people don't really talk about this a lot. But it's very important that when you draw, you find some ways to enjoy the process. I think enjoying the process of art is something that's very overlooked. You know, I kind of talked about this to death already in a few of my other videos. But this idea of studying and doing stuff you don't like just for the sake of improving, ultimately I don't think that works, because you're going to be struggling to learn because you're new or you have something you need to study. You're just fucking miserable while you're drawing because what you're drawing is just unenjoyable to you. You know, you don't enjoy the process, you don't enjoy the end product, but somehow you're supposed to feel like you're gaining something from that experience. You're supposed to somehow have an epiphany about certain rules about drawing and learn something fundamental about drawing. You build the muscle memory, sure, but I don't think it's worth the trade-off of burning yourself out. For me, I feel like there's so many things I could be doing to improve my work, because right now I don't really do studies and I don't really do copies. I don't even do much figure drawing, right? Objectively, if I did those things, that would improve my work a lot, right? Obviously, right? But I think that if I try to spend a lot of time on those things, I would probably fucking stop drawing again. I would probably just find this shit too fucking tiresome and unenjoyable and just fucking burn out and just take another year off from drawing. And I don't want that to happen ever again. So ever since I've gone back into just drawing these fucking silly little anime drawings, drawing these waifus and stuff, drawing these titties, my work output actually is consistently increasing. I'm actually able to get more practice in, learn some more techniques by doing those semi-study challenges that I do, like with the last piece. And overall, I'm just having fun with drawing again. I'm actually enjoying the process. I'm not result driven. I'm not practicing 10 hours a week or whatever on figure drawing or on forms and then being unhappy when I don't see immediate improvement in my work. I don't care about improvement. I'm just gonna do it for the sake of doing it because I find it fun now and I like producing the work. And what people don't realize is that this way of approaching art, you will passively improve. Now obviously if you autopilot too much and don't think about the way you work, obviously you'll probably stagnate in your skill level. But for me personally, every new piece, I think about my previous piece very critically and I try to do the new one in a different way that can potentially improve my overall workflow, right? So this piece right here, I learned a lot of lessons from my previous piece. For example, in the line drawing stage, I was a lot more thorough with getting the forms down. In the previous one, I thought to myself, fuck it, I'll just fix it with the lasso tool when I started painting. And that's just not gonna fly. I mean, ultimately, I still did a lot of fixes post line drawing, but I made sure to get my forms as solid as possible before I moved on to painting. When it comes to some of my lighting, I made sure that I have a clean, solid light source for me to work on to create good contrast on the skin and the form of the body. Whereas in my previous painting, I didn't really think about that. I just wanted to throw in whatever colors, whatever lighting to make it look interesting. I didn't think about creating one unified kind of lighting design to push the form of the body. So in a sense, just by me having fun and doing these drawings and consciously thinking about what I can do to improve, I've improved as an artist without having to painstakingly do studies. I had fun while improving as an artist. And as long as I keep it up, I'm not gonna burn out and I'll steadily improve. And I think it's important for you to make the distinction between the two training methods and decide which type of artist you are. Because I know a lot of people, they fucking, just the act of producing work and moving a pen on a canvas, it gives them so much joy and satisfaction that they can do studies every waking hour. Those people are built different, and I guess that's what they refer to as more talented and gifted people, because they've basically internalized a method where they find enjoyment in the most min-maxed way of improving their craft. All right, it's kind of like working out. Some people just love doing reps, man. They just love going to the gym and lifting those fucking weights. You know, the adrenaline, the actual feeling of it, the feedback, the physical feedback, the satisfaction of increasing their weight. But for a lot of people, you know, working out and lifting shit, it's physical torture. It's physically painful to do these things. So there you have this contrast where one group of people find this task for becoming stronger, they find it to be literal torture, and you have one group of people that finds immense satisfaction in overcoming the challenge and steadily improve themselves. And you know, unfortunately, I don't think I'm the type of person to find a lot of joy in doing a lot of reps. So the speed of my improvement will be significantly hampered. Because like I said, I have forced myself to do reps and to try to develop myself as someone that enjoys reps more. But all it did was burn me out and made me hate doing this shit. So if you're having trouble studying, I think you should try either of these training methods or a mix of both and see what works out for you. Again, I prioritize enjoying art first and foremost. And my enjoyment is derived from creating very specific images that I like. Before anyone burns themselves out, they can try a different method of training and just make sure to have fun. I know a lot of people do art just for the sake of making money to a point where they're plagiarizing, and to me that's kind of pointless. I mean, I get it, we live in a clout-based society nowadays, and some people can live with being complete frauds as long as they have the clout and money to show for it. But to me, I think art is a little bit more sacred than that. I think it's a beautiful form of self-expression, it's a beautiful expression of skill, commitment, creativity, and endurance. It's just such a beautiful thing, I think. And I don't want to approach it in a way where I hate it, because it's one of the only things on this world that I think has this purity to it. But I think that's enough rambling for today. What the fuck was this video even about? Well, anyways, thanks for checking this video out. Maybe you learned something new, but next week I'll probably show you how I created my little avatar here. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my Twitter, I have some art there, and I stream once or twice a week. So if you want to check that out, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll see you later.